is a resolution of appreciation for Connie Wessner, which I hope will relate our esteem for Connie and the work that she's done, and also let her know that we're not letting go of her as it regards town service and the work of our community. So it's my privilege to read this to you. Whereas Connie Wessner has devoted 4 years of service on the Davidson Town Board of Commissioners for the good of her community, and her belief in the town's core values and her commitment to enriching our neighborhoods were eloquently expressed in her contributions to the Davidson Comprehensive Plan. She ran as a candidate for whom village matters and lived to this promise by supporting affordable housing, consistently defending its importance through her work for the town and through her leadership at the Davidson Housing Coalition. And she has exemplified volunteerism and citizen leadership by giving her time and considerable energy to the library task force. During her tenure, she honored other extraordinary citizens by managing the Jack Burney Award with critical attention to detail. And I might add, I'd like to ask you to continue to do that. Thank you. Her belief in dialogue and collaboration was the basis for new and valuable relationships between town government and its citizens. Her conviction that civic engagement is necessary for a healthy town guided her encouragement of Davidson citizens, no matter their age, to become community leaders. And her accomplishments are not limited to town government, but include being a devoted wife, mother, and productive leader of the Community School of Davidson. And we have had the privilege of working side by side with Connie and know her as a determined leader and a trusted colleague who gave freely of her strength of purpose, her understanding of issues, and her compassion for others. Therefore, the mayor and the board of commissioners, and I might add the entire staff of the town of Davidson, thank Connie Wessner for her service, and with admiration and respect, wish her Godspeed, but we're not letting go of it. Done this 10th day of December.
Thank you.
One of the first things Connie did when she was elected, she worked on saving our library. You'll recall we were about to have our library closed for an indeterminate amount of time. Connie was very instrumental in getting that resolved, and also putting together a plan to move the whole library system forward. She represented the 3 towns, and it was kind of immediately, as I recall, after your election. And I can tell you, Connie's about some learning. Let me tell you, she is always talking to us about how to educate students, how to educate the citizenry, and about learning. I can point right here. The other day she sent this email about how we could save the world with bikes, and here's the book all about it. She probably doesn't know I even got it, but I did, and I'm still learning because she's still here. Yeah, so we couldn't think of anything more appropriate than this symbol to remind you of your work for the town of Davidson. It's a portrait of the front of the library.
Well, we now come to that time, I wouldn't advise that you even sit down. We now come to that time where we vacate our seats and we begin the swearing-in ceremony. And I guess we will all do that. If you will, please vacate your chairs and we will begin.
I have a question I might have missed when you called for it, but I'm here, I'm not going to study tonight, but I'm here to ask your committee, the new one coming on and old going on over my note. Some papers that we had from 1987 at the town, and town bought the way we kept them, Davidson cars all over Davidson. And will you please look for them?
We will.
I probably looked through this and I see the book. But it's quite important from the community center. And the blacks were the first one that started, didn't have a man. And done a whole lot and improved Davidson school. We had 80 Jenkins. But we all look for the papers, please. The man told in Charlotte, they might have them down there. Some of them. But please look for them, they're important.
Thank you, Annie Mildred. We will do that. Thank you.
Mayor Woods, if you'll come forward, we'll begin the oath of office.
All right. I have asked my wife Diana, the world's best fourth grade teacher, to join me, and Mayor Randy Kincaid, who spent 18 years on the town board and 10 years as mayor, right in this room. Welcome back, and thank you for helping me tonight. Thanks, Randy. Thank you. All right.
Place your left hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, John Mercer Woods,
I, John Mercer Woods,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support and maintain
I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution and laws
and the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office
the duties of my office
as the mayor of the town of, as the mayor of the town of Davidson.
as the mayor of the town of Davidson.
So help me God.
So help me God. Good work. Thank you. We will now proceed in alphabetical order, and I'll ask Stacey Anderson to already step up. Stacey, introduce please those who are helping you tonight.
This is my daughter Samantha, who's a sophomore top and proud of the fact she's taller than I am. So. And my husband of 20 plus years, Keith Anderson.
Place your right hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I, Stacey Anderson,
I, Stacey Anderson,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support and maintain
I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson.
the duties of my office as Commissioner of Town of Davidson.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Beth Cashion, please come forward. Beth, if you will introduce your associates, your assistants tonight.
I have asked my father, Fred Folger, who's a former state senator for North Carolina, to hold the Bible, and my husband, Bobby Cashion, of 14 plus years, to hold the oath, and Spencer is going to help Renee hold the Bible.
All right. Place your left hand on the Bible. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Elizabeth Folger Cashion, do solemnly swear
I, Elizabeth Folger Cashion, do solemnly swear
I will support and maintain
I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson.
the duties of my office as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
I now ask Jim Fuller to please come forward.
My wife Jean and my granddaughter Sutton Jean. And in a minute, you will see my daughter and other granddaughter probably come in that door. They have taken.
Nora boss.
This is Jocelyn and Nora. Okay.
All right, will you listen?
Please.
All right,
Mr. Fuller, if you could have your left hand on the Bible.
raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I, Jim Fuller,
I, Jim Fuller,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support and maintain
I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws of the United
the
States
Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will
and that I will
faithfully discharge the duties of my office
faithfully discharge the duties of my office
as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson, so help me God.
as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson, so help me God.
I now ask Rodney Graham to please come forward.
So I've asked my wife, Melissa, 15 plus years to administer the oath, and my children, Marshall and Claire, will hold the Bible.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand to repeat after me. I, Rodney Graham, do solemnly swear
I, Rodney Graham, do solemnly swear
I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
and the Constitution and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my office as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson.
the duties of my office as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And finally, I'd like to ask Jenest to please come forward.
I have my wife Sarah, my mother Mark, my sister Robin, and my niece Rachel, all Davidson.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Brian Charles Jenest,
I'm Brian Charles Jenest.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
I will support and maintain
I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
and laws of North Carolina,
and laws of North Carolina,
not inconsistent therewith,
not inconsistent therewith,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my
the
office
duties of my office
as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson.
as Commissioner of the Town of Davidson.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you all very much. As I reflect on 16 years of service to the town, first on the town board, and now as your mayor, I am extremely grateful for the support the citizens of this great community have offered to their elected officials. Tonight, we welcome the 2014-2015 Town Board of Commissioners, who can sustain decades of work and continue to keep our community thriving. We have undertaken courageous responses to recent challenges: the crippled economy, continuing growth pressures, affordability, and our obligations to My Connection. In each of these matters, your elected leaders have led with courage, with determination, and with deep commitment to the residents of Davidson. It is no accident that Davidson is the envy of communities in and out of North Carolina. It is no accident that people seek to live in Davidson. It is no accident that businesses want to locate in in Davidson. It is no accident that the property values have not only maintained, but increased in value in Davidson. I am confident that we will become a highly functioning team, focusing on the quality of life we enjoy and the economic development that sustains us as a community. Over the past 2 years, our focus on economic development has resulted in 51 new businesses, from single-person offices to MSC Industrial Supply, opening in Davidson, and the number continues to grow. The Carolinas Healthcare Systems facility isn't even included yet in that number. Our focus on economic development will continue as we remain committed to creating jobs and capital investment that honor our shared town values and enhance the quality of life our citizens enjoy. We will continue our participation and leadership in regional issues, including planning, transportation, and the care of the environment. Perhaps most important is the care and intellect with which we approach our responsibilities as elected officials. We must be excellent communicators. We must engage citizens openly and honestly. We must never settle for easy answers or hide behind our positions and votes. In short, we must be exemplary leaders. Effective leadership, shared experiences, and unwavering commitment to the community are key ingredients to the well-being of our town. We will represent a variety of perspectives. We will be highly engaged, thoughtful, and brave in our decision-making processes. We will keep our town moving forward. Please welcome our 2014 and 2015 Town Board of Commissioners. On our first night of operation, and the first item on this agenda is to elect a mayor pro tem. Commissioner Jenest.
I would like to nominate Beth Cashion.
Motion has been made to nominate Beth Cashion as mayor pro tem. Are there any questions or comments? And if not, are you ready to vote?
Yes. Yes.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
It is so moved. Congratulations. Nominate two of you to assist in the coming year's nomination for advisory board membership. As I mentioned earlier, our advisory board's members serve 3-year terms for the most part, and those terms are staggered so that every year we have some maturing terms. And after soliciting applications from the public, we decide who can best serve the community on the planning board, the livability board, the design review board, the public art commission. So I'd like to ask for nominations for 2 of you. It's my recollection this year that Commissioner Fuller and actually Commissioner Jenest, I'm sorry, Commissioner Graham, I was looking at you and said Jenest. I don't know how this happened. Served in that position. So I would open the floor now for consideration for that. We need 2 of you to serve. This is your first chance to work together.
Is it volunteer or?
Why am I nominating? I mean, since Jim and I did it this year, the actual Commissioner Jenest coming year.
Okay?
And I'd like to nominate Beth Cashion.
All right. Okay. We're happy with that. That would be great. This is a revolving thing, and it changes every year. But everybody gets input into this thing and get results. So we will, by acclamation, accept Commissioner Jenest and Commissioner Cashion as representatives to the advisory board nominating committee, which will meet next November. You can wait that long.
Put it on your calendar now, Brian.
The next item on our agenda is to appoint 2 commissioners to the nominating committee for the My Connection Board of Directors for the term January 2014 to December 31, 2014.
So can I self-nominate this time?
You may volunteer.
I'll nominate Stacey.
Okay.
All right.
So who else wants?
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
assist the commissioners in Wardsville in a committee to select new members to the My Connection Board of Directors. All right, by acclamation, I will then conclude that Commissioners Anderson and Fuller are named to that committee. Thank you very much. That's about as easy an agenda as we're going to have all year, I want to tell you. And it does conclude our agenda tonight. So we want to invite all of you to the Rotunda for a reception to welcome the new town board. And I hope to thank Connie if she's still here for her service to the town. So thank you all very much for being here tonight. We appreciate it. And we will hope that you will come back when we have more difficult and meaty items to discuss, which are certainly forthcoming. Thank you and good night.